What's going on, folks? In this video we're going to talk about dictionaries in Python. Dictionaries are ordered pairs and they're similar to lists except you get a key value pair for each element. And in Python 3.6 and above we get uh, the dictionaries remain in order rather than being able to be shuffled around, which in pre-Python 3.6 after declaration. Anyway, this dictionary I have defined here has four key value pairs, a name and a number associated with it. So the way you define a dictionary is with curly brackets, and your key must be a single element rather than a list or a tuple or something like that. And your value can be, I could have a string or a list as my value if I wanted to. And say if we wanted to loop through this dictionary, say mydict equals, or sorry, four keys, comma values, or sorry, key, comma value in, and you say dot items, and dot items is gonna loop through the tuple for keys and values, and you can say print key and then print string value. And it prints, I made him, that was the previous. So it printed out the key and the value for each key value pair on each line. Okay. Say if we wanted them on the same line, we could have done like a plus here. And if we wanted to put a space between each one, make it look a little better. Or we could have done a comma here as well, instead of a plus sign. It's printing all your key value pairs in that dictionary. Alright. What if we wanted to just, what if we only wanted the keys in the dictionary? We could have said mydict.keys. Oops. For key in mydict.keys, print key. And run that. We should see all the keys in order. And similarly, we could have said for value, in mydict.values, print value. And that's only going to go through the values. So let's see what else we could do here. We could delete by key. So we could say oh sorry, we could access, say if we wanted to access say print mydict Billy. That's one using brackets we can access the value by putting the key inside as instead of an index like you would with a list, and run that. It gives you the value of Billy. say if we wanted to delete um, so if you want to delete JSON, similarly you can delete JSON using flat brackets after the name of the dictionary. Print it out, and you see JSON's missing now. What if we wanted to get a list of the keys? You could do list my list of keys equals list my dict, and then print my list of keys. Run that. Gives you all the keys in the dictionary. If I just converted that dictionary to a list, it just ignores the values basically. What if I wanted to sort that list? I could have said my list of keys, or sorry, run that didn't work. Let's do sorted dict. That's what I meant. Or my. Okay. One second here, let me see what's going on. What I was going for is print sorted list my dict. And that's going to print out the list of keys sorted in that dictionary. And you could say, you could use conditionals like say if JSON in my dict print found, else print not found. And JSON's found. Similarly, you could use not in, and you could say if Mac, and Mac is, oops, I should have changed that to not found and found. And so when I run it, it'll say Mac is not found. There's other ways to define the dictionary, probably lesser used. I could have just said, I could have said, say, my dict equals dict of list JSON, comma, oops, you do a list of tuples. Like that, and then print that dictionary out. It's not going to want to print it because it's a dictionary, I guess, or because I did it wrong. I need to have a quote parentheses here. Run that. And it prints the newly formed dictionary created by two tuples of 2 values each, creating a name value pair for each tuple. Example of a dictionary comprehension. Or before we do that, we can do, we could have just done equal signs here. Without the, with one single tuple. With equal signs. Like so. Print that out, and that's just another way to define your dictionary. Run it, I get an error, so let's see what's going on here. Let's see if that works. And it created strings for me that way. Out of my key value, out of my keys. Anyway, quick look at dictionary comprehensions. You could say x, or I'm just getting this example from the python.org, so x colon x times 2 for x in 2, 4, 6. So you have to have curly brackets on the outside, and you have like a for statement, like that. Oops, curly brackets on the outside. Print my dict. And it creates your dictionary from that dictionary comprehension. One more way to loop through your dictionary is using enumerate. The enumerate command you could use. You could have used that. So to do that, I could say for key comma value in enumerate. I'm going to get rid of this stuff here. You can enumerate through a list. So you say if your list is 1 comma, or say if it's A comma B comma C, you could do like that. Print Some typo here. Missing the colon in the for statement. There's printing each key and each value one by one. And it's throwing in the keys of enumerating starting from index 0. So it created your indexes for you using the enumerate command. Say if you have two lists. And let's see, list 2. You could use the zip command. So for key comma value in zip list 1 comma list 2 print string key comma value run that, and it's showing you each key and value 1A, 2B, 3C. It's combining your two lists, your first list being your keys and your second list being your corresponding values. Let's see, I think that's all I wanted to go over on dictionaries at this point. Hope you learned a lot about dictionaries if you're new to them, and stay tuned for more Python training videos. Thanks a lot.